Hey guys, I've been missing you and I hope you're doing well. This week we're going to be doing some gardening. Isn't that exciting? So with the help of our parents this week, we're going to see how plants grow. I want you guys to get some seeds of your favorite flower or whatever seeds you have lying around. I'm going to be using the bachelor buttons. They're these really pretty blue, white, and purple flowers. So I'm excited. I don't have a picture of what my flowers are going to look like at the end in a week after they've grown, but when I do see them growing and coming out of the soil, I will send Miss Crook a picture and she can show you guys. But until then, I'll show you some other flowers that I've planted in the garden, and I've done it with my parents, so I'll show you pictures of those instead. These are some of the flowers I've already planted and grown. Aren't they pretty? Alright, before we go outside to garden our flowers, I'm going to tell you what we need and what safety procedures we need to take. So first, for safety, we need to make sure our parents are helping us, especially if we're using gardening tools like a little shovel to dig in. We need to make sure our parents are there to guide us along the way. The materials we're going to be needing to use are fresh seeds of your choice, and then some good quality soil that either you can find in your yard or your parents can get for you at your local garden store. I know that right now we can't go out and buy soil, so we'll just be using whatever we have around the house. And then we'll also need a container to hold the soil and your flowers, unless you're doing it in your yard, and some water and a lot of light and heat. Alright, so before I take you out, I'm just going to tell you what I'm going to be doing out there and the procedure that I'm going to be following so that you guys can do this at home too. So first, I'm going to get my container, which I will show you outside. I'm going to fill it up with soil, and then after that, I'm going to plant my seeds in the soil. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use my fingers. I'm going to use the half length of my finger, dig in like about that much, like an inch into the soil, put in seeds all around the pot, and then pat the soil back in. After doing that, I'll make sure to put my pot in an area with a lot of sunlight so that it can get all the sunlight it needs, and then I will make sure to water it today and every day, but not too much. This is the soil and container I'll be using for my plants today. So, to begin, like I said, I'm going to be using half my finger length, and I'm going to dig in just to that amount. After I've made a hole, I'm going to put in some seeds right there, and then I'm going to cover it up, pat it down, and then I'm going to keep doing that throughout the whole thing. Now I've spread all my seeds around, and I'm going to grab my water pail. I'm going to make sure to really water it so that in the beginning the soil is nice and moist. Now we need to make sure we don't put in too much water, but at the beginning we do need to moisten our soil and then water it every day a little bit to make them grow and look like this. Wasn't that fun? I hope that you guys get to gardening with your parents soon too. So now we're going to talk about just what we're going to see this week with our plants. So hopefully after a week of looking after them and watering them every day, your seedlings will be on their way. The germination of your seeds is when your plants are emerging from the seed and beginning to grow. So for a seedling to grow properly from a seed, they need the right conditions. So what do plants need to grow? They need water, plenty of oxygen, and plenty of sunlight. A lot of seeds germinate at a temperature just above normal room temperature. So sometimes they are better off inside, but a lot of plants are okay outside in the heat, especially in the spring because it's not too hot. So, the seeds that we're planting are probably the ones that like sunlight and like a lot of water to thrive, but there are a lot of plants that don't need a lot of water. or they need darkness. But these plants are pretty rare, and they're not in the areas that we live. They're mostly in the desert or in the very up cold north area. So in Canada, or where it snows all the time, like in Antarctica, there are very few plants, but those plants don't need that much sunlight, and they have adaptations that allow them to grow there. I hope you guys found that interesting, and I hope that you guys keep taking care of your plants. I know you guys are cooped up inside all the time, so this is a really good excuse to go out every day, check on them, start gardening with your parents, and like starting your own garden, something you can take care of. This is my last video, and I'm really sad to see you guys go, but I hope you have a good rest of your year, and I hope everything gets back to normal soon. And I'll miss you guys, but I hope you do well. Bye!